Welcome to the video tutorial on how to convert prior year pool files into the 2006 Turbo Tourney format. One of the things you'll find out is if you try to open a file in Turbo Tourney that was created with a previous version, you're going to get a message telling you that it was created with an older version of the program. It tells you what version the file is and what version the program is that you're trying to load it into. And so it's giving you some instruction here that you need to convert this file first before you can load it. And we use the file upgrade wizard to convert that file. So I'm going to go ahead and take you through the steps to convert a previous version file. If you select the file menu, you'll find there's an option here for the file upgrade wizard, which is what we're going to run to convert this file. So the wizard now pretty much walks you through the process of converting that file, and we just can kind of next through this screen. The input file here now is going to be the file that we want to convert from. So this will be the file that is in the older version format. So I'll select the browse option here. The file I'm going to convert, this is my file from last year, which is called my 2005 pool. And then I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste this file name. I want to use this later on in this process. So then we'll select next from here. And now we have some options on how we want to upgrade this file. Just depending on what I want to do with it after I get it converted, there's some different ways you can do this conversion. The first one, the new tournament, basically clears everything out of the old pool file. It'll clear out all the tournament information, things like the pairings and the results, and it'll also remove all of your players, but it will keep all of your settings intact in terms of how you score it, your report formatting, things like that. The new tournament convert players is that same option as the new tournament, except that it will also bring over your players. So it'll clear out all the tournament information, but will bring forward all of your settings and your players. The same tournament basically creates a duplicate tournament file. So what this is going to do is convert basically all the tournament information. So it's going to bring forward all of the pairings and results, and it will also bring forward all of your custom settings, but it will not convert any of the players over from the old file. The same tournament convert players will do the same thing as the same tournament, but it will also bring over your players. So it'll bring over all the tournament information and all your players, but it won't bring over your player picks. It'll just bring over like their name and email and things like that. The same tournament convert players and picks will basically convert your file in its entirety from the old version to the new version, bring forward all the information, your settings, the tournament information, all of your players and all of their picks. Generally what you will use is either the new tournament or the new tournament convert players. When you're going from last year's pool to this year's pool, in general you'll want to start with a new tournament, but a lot of times you might want to bring over the player information to have some kind of starting point of the people who were in the pool from last year. And that's the option I'm going to pick for this sample. And now I have some option here to change the tournament information. And so I'm going to go ahead, instead of using what was in the old file, I'm going to go ahead and call this one the 2006 My Pool. And the tournament year for this year is 2006. And contact information, I can either put in some new contact information or use what's in the file already. And I'm going to choose to use what's in the file. And now I'm going to select a new file to where I want to save the new version file. And here's where I copied that last file, so I'm going to paste that same file name here and just change the year to 2006. So this will create a file on my computer called My 2006 Pool, which will be in the new 2006 format. So now we're ready to upgrade the file. We select Finish. And now we get some information here about what happened during the conversion. It's telling me that it's built this new upgrade file called My 2006 Pool. And it's given me some information about the results. My custom settings were converted. The tournament information was reset. And I brought over 21 players, but not their picks. This is based on that option. I selected the new tournament convert players, so it brought over the players, but it cleared out the tournament information. So now that that file has been converted, close that, we can now come back into Turbo Tourney. And here's the 2006 pool file that I just converted. And now I can open it up in Turbo Tourney with no problem. And so that is one way to get the players and all my tournament information from last year into this year. And what I would recommend is after you convert the file, rather than load that file into Turbo Tourney directly, it's best to just maybe import, if all you want is the players from last year, just import those players into a new file. So if I come into Turbo Tourney now and I just start a new pool, so basically from scratch now, and I can select the Tools menu and Import, I'm going to go ahead and pick this 2006 file that I just converted and just load my players into this new format. So I'm going to select all the people that were in the pool, and I'm going to make sure that I'm only loading the player information, so things like their name and email address, and import those in. So now I've got the same players now in my pool as I did last year. And this will also then take advantage of all the new features in Turbo Tourney 2006. If I just loaded the file from last year, it would still have the same kind of look and feel as last year's pool, but it wouldn't take advantage of some of the new features of the 2006 version. So if all you're looking to do is to bring over your players, this would be the best way to just import them after you convert the file. But if you want to bring your pool over from last year and have all the same settings and all the same information as last year, use the File Upgrade Wizard and then just open that file within the program. So that's just a quick overview of how you can convert prior year information into Turbo Tourney 2006 format.